if you don't mind sharing like who you are and what you're passionate about, just to kind of get started.
Okay, thank you so much, first of all, for having me. I'm really excited to be here. And my name is Tatiana Lee. I am an actor, a model, a blogger, dancer, accessibility activist, dancer.
Allow me to say Tatyana is badass. I met Tatyana while traveling to Apple's headquarters on business. She was also a fellow guest that week that spoke on accessibility awareness towards not only staff, but with the head honcho himself. Her and I share a mission.
People with disabilities being visible within mass media and entertainment and things like that.
Did I mention she was also featured in an Apple ad?
I was born with a birth defect called Spina Bifida. I feel that it doesn't always have to limit your life and what you can accomplish and what you can do.
Tatyana Lee is tackling a lot, and she's taking notes along her way.
I blog about my journey and going to different places and critiquing wheelchair accessibility.
You mentioned before you do dance.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me a little bit, what sparked an interest in dancing?
Well, I've always been interested in dance. My mother actually is a classically trained dancer.
Okay.
And she gave up her dance career to be a mother. And so dance has always been in my blood. And even when I was a little girl, I wanted to do ballet. I wanted to do gymnastics. I wanted to do all these things. And actually at one point, my mother had to take me to a doctor so they could sit me down and tell me that there was no way I was ever going to be able to dance or do gymnastics or any of those fun move things that I wanted to do. And I just would not accept it. I never thought I could dance professionally because society always told me that that was something that was not possible for me. And about a year ago, I met a lady who ended up owning this dance company called Infinite Flow, a wheelchair dance company. And she recruited me and said, hey, I have a wheelchair dance, company, you want to come check out a class. And I was like, wheelchair dance? Really? The concept just blew my mind. I thought I was the only person that just ran around in a wheelchair just dancing around the house. I'm like, now I have somewhere to go and do that. She does ballroom, pop and hip hop things. I've gotten to do a salsa routine and a little bit of burlesque type stuff. And it's just been so fun. So it's really allowing me to be able to tap into an art form that I've always wanted to do, to be able to express myself.
So just to be blunt, how does a person in a wheelchair dance?
It's all about conveying a message. You're trying to convey how you're feeling or the story you're trying to tell. And everybody has their own way of translating that. I can move my wheels and kind of do, the way you probably would, move your feet. Or I can do it in a way by popping a wheelie and, spinning around and all those different things. But then also I'm still capable of using my hands. Dancing just brings me so much joy.
That's awesome.
It's very, very fun. It's empowering.
What challenges do you face as a person in a wheelchair who dances?
One is the fact that I actually can dance, because people don't think about dancing in a wheelchair, or people don't think about someone with a disability doing pretty much of anything that's kind of creative. And so people are kind of baffled when I tell them the list of things that I do. And they're like, wow, you do all that. And they're like, their mind is blown. I'm like, it's possible. This is all I've known for my entire life is, these disabilities.
She recommends that dance instructors keep an open mind when it comes to recruiting participants.
Because you never know how much they may pick up and start learning. And the next thing you know, they're spinning around doing tricks. And you know what I mean? It's so awesome, and it's so much more that it can add to the dance culture if you are more inclusive, and you never know what could happen out of it. So just for people to just have an open mind.
This was Miss Lee's advice to anyone interested in trying adaptive dancing.
Life is too short. Be fearless. And if it's something that's in your heart, do it. It's just like, for me, what it was like was when I wasn't pursuing my dreams or my passion, it was like I felt empty. Go up, introduce yourself, say, hey, I'm here. This is, something I've wanted to try, and just have a conversation. And now there's starting to be dance classes that are more inclusive, like the dance class I'm at, Infinite Flow, a wheelchair dance company. So I feel like we are in the perfect time in society to really start transforming to be a more inclusive, diverse society, which is amazing. One situation that I recently ran into was that my dance instructor actually ran into is that she tried to book a studio and they didn't want us to come there because they thought our wheels was gonna mess up their floor.